So after a good while, a full-on Nintendo Direct had just happened on February 17th. Now, I'm not going to discuss every single game that was announced because that would be very redundant and you should just watch the presentation itself if you want to see everything the game that's announced, and also will be really boring if I just said, I hope that game is good, I hope that game is good, I hope that game is good, or I think that game sucks a million times. So what I'm going to do instead is talk about my 4 favorite announcements from the recent Nintendo Direct. So, hey everybody, Bloodman Bobby here, and did you notice the cap I was wearing? It is a Super Mario cap that I'm wearing in this video, so I thought it would just be fitting since we're talking about Nintendo Direct, and there are a couple games relating to, or at least one that's relating to Mario and Bowser in this video. So, as I said in the intro, I'm not going to be discussing every single game that's discussed in the Direct because it will be just redundant, and also there are just some games that I didn't really care for as much. There are still some really big names in the Direct, like there was The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, which is they're bringing Skyward Sword over to the Switch, and they're also giving the option of using button controls to play the game. And actually, one of the biggest surprises to come out of the Direct for me was Famicom Detective Club. I remember hearing about those games from the Gaming Historian video on the Famicom Disk System. I never would have imagined those games would get released outside of Japan, but they are coming to the Switch. So yeah, that was actually one of the really big surprises. So if you want to learn more about those games, I'll have the Direct link down below in my sources section in the description. Before this video, I'm also going to discuss the 4 games that I am most likely to purchase for the Nintendo Switch, given the announcements to come out of this Nintendo Direct. So in no particular order, let's go ahead and discuss the 4 announcements from the Nintendo Direct that I like the most. So the first one here, Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. I was pleasantly surprised and happy to hear that 3 games in the series. It's mainly like the special editions of the 7th and 8th generation Ninja Gaiden games. So we got Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge all coming to the Switch. And of course, you get to play as Ryu Hayabusa, but they're also giving you the option to play as 4 other characters. If I screw up their names, I'm sorry. Ayane, Momiji, Rachel, and Kasumi. Nintendo said most of the game modes and DLC costumes are in this collection. This collection comes out on June 10th, and if you don't play Switch, you can also pick up this collection for the PS4, Xbox One, and you can also get it on Steam. So I was delighted to hear this. I wasn't really sure what to expect going into this Nintendo Direct, but I'm happy to hear that these 3 Ninja Gaiden games are coming to Switch. I've played a bits of the first Sigma game and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge previously, and actually before this announcement I was actually considering picking up, get my PS Vita here, I was originally considering getting in Ninja Gaiden Sigma 1 and 2 for the Vita, and I already have Razor's Edge for the Wii U. So after hearing that announcement, I might actually have second thoughts, since this is a all-new collection with all 3 games put together. Or just noticed that the background image went off. And yeah, as everybody says about the Ninja Gaiden games, they're really tough, really brutally tough of games. I remember just the beginning of Sigma wasn't too bad, but there was one stage where I kept having Ryu constantly, like he kept on falling down this one trapdoor, and I had to learn and keep in mind to stay away from the trapdoor in order to get to the next stage. And I've played a few levels from Razor's Edge, and oh my god, and all the levels I've played, I was like dangerously close to getting Ryu killed, and I was surprised that I was able to get for the ones I did in Razor's Edge. So hopefully I'll be able to make great progress when Ninja Gaiden Master Collection comes out on June 10th, which by the way is my birthday, so that makes it even more cool. Next game, also from Koei Tecmo, is Samurai Warriors 5, which features new character or designs. A release date has yet to be announced, but Koei Tecmo says they'll announce a release date on February 25th. All we know about the release the release window for Samurai Warriors 5 is that it is coming out in summer 2021. So hopefully on the 25th, we'll get to hear when exactly the game will be released. And just like the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, the game will also be available on PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. And so I know not everyone's a fan of the Samurai Warriors games because a lot of people criticize them as just repetitive button mashers. And yeah, it can get tiring after a while, but at the same time, I really like the idea of a game where you go running around as a character, slashing like 15 soldiers at once and taking on the generals and that sort of thing. I've been a fan of the Samurai Warriors games ever since we got Samurai Warriors Chronicles for the 3DS, and then from there I picked up Samurai Warriors 3. I've played a little bit of Samurai Warriors 4 using PlayStation Now. I do have Extreme Legends Dynasty Warriors 8 for the Switch, and it's a decent version. I would say the Switch version is probably one of the better versions of the game that I've played. But one thing that I might actually much prefer in the Samurai Warriors games is I like the Muso attacks, you know, the really like big epic like attacks when you push the A button on the Nintendo consoles. I much prefer the Muso attacks, I think that's how you pronounce them, in the Samurai Warriors games over Dynasty Warriors, which is personal preference, but I'm really interested in getting back to playing Samurai Warriors 5. If you're a Warriors fan yourself, I'm sure the announcement excited you as well. And now on to the Nintendo published announcements that really caught my eye. The first one is this update to Animal Crossing New Horizons, where Mario-themed items will become available in the Nook shopping machine in what I call the Town Hall, you know, the vending machine in the office with Tom Nook and Isabelle. So in this new update, they're going to start selling Mario-themed items like Mario, Luigi, and Peach outfits, but also some furniture like the green pipe that we see in the Mario games. You're actually able to, what happens is if you set up two pipes, you can go from one pipe to the other. So if you have them like set up on opposite sides of the island, you can travel all from one side to the island to the other using the pipes. And if you have multiple pipes put out throughout the island, then the game will randomly select where you end up. So it sounds pretty fun. And there's also other furniture, like you can get the Bowser flag, you know, from like in the original Super Mario's, you know, when Mario jumps to the flagpole and lowers the flag, you'll be able to use that as furniture in Animal Crossing New Horizons with this update, and and you can also get other items like mushrooms and coin blocks. I will say the good news is, of course, being Animal Crossing New Horizons, these items are not microtransactions, so they're not going to cost a dime of real money, although the in-game currency, although the items can be a little on the pricey side in terms of the in-game currency, which are the bells. So, like, for instance, I noticed in some of the screenshots that a pipe is 5,000 bells and the gold pole is 3,500 bells. And all these items are to commemorate Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary. The items will be available for Northern and Southern Hemispheres. The update comes out on February 25th. If you go look at the recent press release for this New Horizons update, you'll see that Nintendo has also talked about other special themed days. So if you want to learn more about that, I'll have the press release link down below in the source section of the description. And last but not least for this video, I'm going to be talking about Mario Golf Super Rush. I was a big fan of the Mario Golf game that was released on the 3DS, and I'm happy to see the franchise come back to Nintendo Switch. If you don't know, as the name implies, it's a golf game with the Mario characters. So of course it's going to have the standard golf game where you get to play as many of the different Mario characters. Like I remember seeing in the trailer, I saw like Mario, Luigi, and Daisy. There's also going to be a new speed golf mode, which the only way I could describe it, it's like if you put together cross-country running with golf. You're literally like running around the golf course in order to beat your opponents, in order to get the golf in the hole the fastest, and that sort of thing. So I thought that was a really interesting new mode. And there's also going to be a story mode where you play as your Wii, who is training to become a great golf player, and you get to compete with the Mushroom Kingdom characters. Mario Golf Super Rush comes out on June 25th. So these are 4 of my favorite Nintendo Direct announcements to come out of the recent event. There's still a couple others that I felt that I could have mentioned, but I really wanted to focus more so on the games I was really certain that I was planning to purchase. So if you want to hear more about games like Skyward Sword HD or Fall Guys, you could check out the Nintendo Direct down below in the description. These are just my thoughts on my 4 favorite announcements to come out of the Nintendo Directs. So let me know your thoughts down below. What do you personally think was your favorite announcement to come out of the Nintendo Direct from February 17th? Leave all those thoughts down below, and until next time, this has been Bloodmoon Bobby, and thank you all for watching. Hi everyone, thanks for watching this Bloodmoon Bobby video. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel to see more of my videos, and ring the bell to be notified about my latest uploads. Don't forget to follow me on social media for my latest opinions and video updates. I hope to see you next time.